Hi, Michaela Harris here. I want to take just a few minutes today to show you how you could be outranking your competitors online and growing your business. So first things first, I'm going to start with your website. I do like that you have all of your services listed and that it's pretty easy to navigate. But one thing I do notice right away is that there's not about 1,500 words of content. Why that's important is because Google algorithms tend to look for 1,500 words of good descriptive content with keywords throughout. And all a keyword is a word that someone is searching when they're looking for a service, like tree service, Birmingham, Alabama. So you want to make sure that those keywords are throughout your website and that any images you have save as keywords as well. So the second thing that you want to do, that's the second most important thing other than having your website set up correctly to rank on Google, is to make sure that you have your business profile, your Google My Business, set up correctly and make sure that it is also ranking in the top 3. And how that you do that is you want to make sure that you have citations, which are just directory sites that list your name, address, and phone number. These are like Yelp or Yellow Pages. You also want to make sure that you have plenty of geotagged images that save as keywords, reviews from as many customers as possible. I see that you currently have 29, which is great. And then also you want to use that as many of those 750 words in that company description that Google allows. Use as many of those words as possible and make sure that description is detailed. Throw in a couple good keywords there as well. So why this is important and why having your website correctly optimized to rank on Google and why having your business profile to where it'll rank in the map section is because of, as a potential customer, if I come in and search tree service Birmingham, Alabama, I'm going to see the top 3 in maps and then this first page right here. This is called the organic section, and you can pay for ads, but that is a paid spot to get on the first page versus ranking your website, which is not a paid spot. So why this is important is because most people are never going to click more businesses and keep scrolling. There are a few who will do that, but not many, and about 9 out of 10 people will never make it past the first page. Also, once you get past this first URL, the chances of getting clicked on start declining dramatically. So it's important to be right in their face, be the easiest accessible company as possible. The easier you are for them to find, the more likely they are to go with your services. And that even means if you're right here in this first URL, you've got a higher chance of being clicked on than if someone's going to come down here and click on these top 10 in Yelp and then go scroll through those and then click on those and then try to find the company through that way. So being on this first page is highly beneficial. Now, if I take a look at your top competitor and compare their website to yours, let's take a look at them real quick. It'll be Precision Tree Service. As you can see, they do have quite a bit of content on here, which is good, and they have plenty of good keywords. They also have their service areas listed, but some of their images are not saving as keywords, and then I can just see they do have a potential for growth because not all of their keywords are being utilized how they could, to their fullest potential. So now that just tells me that this website can be beat, that it's not done to 100% the best it can be, so it is beatable. Now, if I take a look at the statistics behind each of your sites, I can pull yours up in this tool called Ahrefs, and it's going to tell me a lot about how your website's built. So you do have backlinks and referring domains, but this UR and DR, this just tells me how trustworthy and powerful your site is. This just means likely that being low means that some of those backlinks may not be as powerful as they could be, or you just don't have enough. There's several factors that goes into that, but bottom line is the UR and DR is low for your site, which means Google's not trusting you and it's not very powerful, meaning it's not going to rank. The next thing is you're not generating a lot of traffic. Now this is a ballpark number, so disclaimer there, it's not exact, but it is a good ballpark. It's a little low compared to your top competitor, and then you don't have as many keywords. So if I go in here and pull theirs into this same site, obviously more keywords, more backlinks, but even they're not very trustworthy or powerful in Google's eyes, which tells me that they can be beat. They do have more keywords, and they are generating a lot more traffic to their site. Again, ballpark number, but there's a huge difference between 565 and 62. So what I want to show you lastly is the most important thing, and that's the keywords. So these are the words that people are searching. And when you're choosing your keywords, you want to go for those that are buyer intent, meaning a service and a place. So something like tree service, Birmingham, Alabama. That gets 500 searches every single month. Tree removal, 150 searches. You can go down through this list and look at all of these, and basically that means that volume is the number of people that's searching for those words. You take all these, if you were to rank for all of these words, you'd be able to reach all of the people searching for those terms. That means a certain percentage of those would click on your website, a certain percentage of those would give you a call or fill out a form, and then a certain percentage of those you'd turn into a client, which would mean more revenue. This is how your company is going to grow. This is why it's important to rank on that first page, because you can't reach these people if they can't find you. And they're not going to keep going to the second, third, fourth page to find your website. They're going to go with what's easiest to find and what seems most trustworthy in their eyes, which are going to be those at the top of the list. So it's important to rank in maps and to rank organically, meaning your website. So bottom line is there is a huge potential for growth for your company. And if you have more questions on how to go after all this traffic, please don't hesitate to reach out and we can make a plan to reach those goals. I hope that you at least found this information valuable, and I would really appreciate a few lines of feedback just so that I know I was adding value to your company. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.